So, good morning. I just woke up and it's somewhere around 10 o'clock. I am. I didn't sleep well. I haven't been sleeping well anyway, but I especially didn't sleep well last night and didn't wake up feeling really great this morning either. Woke up a little more sad this morning and just not physically feeling really great. I had a really great day yesterday with my brother and my family. And ta-da, my hair got cut. And my daughter did my color yesterday just to, give it a little bit of color so it wasn't feeling so gray. And I appreciated that. And so I think the day was a great day. It was just a little bit exhausting. So I woke up this morning a little tired, not sleeping well, and I haven't really been eating. I haven't been hungry, and forcing myself to eat because nutrition is important. Like, we can't get through things without nutrition. We have to eat still and take care of ourselves as best we can. So I basically am going to force this toast into me this morning, and I am going to my old job, actually, the birth center that I worked at. I talked to the owner yesterday, and they're going to do an IV for me called a Myers cocktail, and it's a vitamin C IV with B vitamins and all kinds of good stuff. And I'm hoping to get a little bit more rehydrated and a little bit of an immune system boost, and really just see, start to feel better, because the eating and drinking is really, really difficult right now. So when I do that, maybe she'll talk about it for a minute and tell people what it's really about and what it can do for you. But for people like me who are under a lot of stress, devastated, sad, and crying all the time, these are the things that we forget to do to take care of ourselves. And then this is when the depression gets worse, and the sadness gets worse, and the overwhelm gets worse. So we're going to concentrate today on doing a couple things, and that's part of it is going to be to take care of me once a day. Got to try to do something to make this physical body of mine a better place to be. So we're going to work on that. The other thing is we had step 1, got my driver's license, right? Got my ID. Step 2, we got my hair done. My brother took me shopping after that to get me a few things, like a purse and a wallet. I didn't have any of those things. A jacket, socks, shoes. So that when I fly to New York, I have something more than the sandals that I was wearing. So I'm very, very grateful for him for that. And so we were moving on to step 3. We were making our plans. And step 3 is getting my debit cards replaced and credit cards, so I have physically something to pay with. So what I found incredibly difficult is using anything electronic with the tap to pay and all of those things. Even though I had Google Pay set up and I've used it before, it just seemed like everywhere I was yesterday didn't take it, or wasn't, or was having trouble. The setup was different. I think it just updated. I was just having a lot of trouble with it. So I find myself in a very difficult place, because we're in a digital world, right? In a pandemic. And I don't have a physical bank account. My bank accounts are virtual. So I just can't walk in to a bank and replace my debit card. So I was like, no problem. I'll just call them up. And I did. And they said, okay, we'll have it out to you, 2 days that it'll take to do that. What I didn't realize was that um, it cancels all my virtual stuff, right? Because it's going to change numbers because they're sending me a new card. So I'm literally stuck. Now, some friends of mine have been super, super grateful, and some of my donations have been in cash and checks and stuff because some people have an issue with GoFundMe, and I understand that. So I'm okay. And I'll be able to get what I need and do all of those things. But I just found it. I don't. Ironic is not the right word, but just frustrating that there's it's a little harder in a virtual world, in this like digital reality that we have, um, to bounce back from stuff like this, because you can't just walk into your bank anymore and talk to the teller that you've been talking to and that um, to be able to do that. Oh, and my children, I just realized, have kept yelling at me because they're going to help me put these videos together, to stop doing them up and down this way. Okay, so we're turning this way, and apparently this is what we're supposed to do. Let's do it this way, but then I can't hold it that way. Now I gotta figure it out. I don't know. Anyway, so that's this morning. And so I'm just gonna post these little kind of mini videos throughout the day. I'm not really gonna edit them. I'm gonna leave all of this going forward pretty raw. I'm choosing to do that on purpose because I think that as I've gone through and watched a lot of the YouTube videos and a lot of the things, I'm trying to find people that I could identify with, that I could resonate with, that I could hear talk about experiences that were, similar to what I was feeling or going through, or at least, close. I was just finding that so much of it is just not raw enough. I wanted to see what was really going on, not the edited version of everything. So I'm choosing to do very, very, very little editing for any of this. So that'll be fun, but it'll save me some time, and I won't have to learn as much tech because the kids are taking care of that for me and getting things set up for me and teaching me how to do some of it for that. So I, at the moment, am going to try to force this food in so that I can get out of bed. I am finding myself missing my ex a lot, and my friend that left with him a lot. Those people were my people, and they're gone. And my other people that I have and I love are here, and I love that, and it's awesome. But it still leaves a pretty big hole, and you don't just replace people that you love and care about. You don't just erase them. You don't try to forget about them. I had a real problem yesterday. One of my friends said to me, okay, it's, this is it. You're starting over. This is new beginnings. We're going to be cheering you on. And I love that. But it made me feel like a failure. And I don't really want to feel like a failure, that I'm somehow sliding backwards and having to start over, because not really starting at the beginning. I am starting at a 0 point, because I'm starting with just not a lot of things, but I have a lot of people. I have a lot of experience, and I have a lifetime of history that's going to put me on a new path. So I'm feeling like I want some suggestions on how we can stop saying start over, because we're not starting over. We're simply moving forward. We're simply on a different path. It wasn't the one we were originally on. We had to get off and exit in a new territory that we're not familiar with. All right, that's fine. But we didn't go all the way back to where we were. We're not, doing some new beginnings. And some people may really like that, and maybe that really resonates with them. But for me, it doesn't. What resonates more for me is that I got off the exit ramp. I was on, our I-95, and I had to get off the exit, and life is like that. And I had to take a different road, a different path. So I'm really preferring to think of this as a continuation and not a new beginning, because I'm tired of starting over. That's all I've done. And I'm really sick of it. And I think I'm sick of the term. So maybe we can come up with some new ideas about how to really talk to people who are in situations like us, like we're trying to support each other, but we just don't know what to say to each other. We don't know what's going to resonate with somebody or not. But the important thing is that we talk to each other. It doesn't matter what you say, because I get the point and I appreciate the thought. It was just I'm so sick and tired of hearing it. Let's talk about, this in a more positive way, because I'm not failing. My relationship didn't fail. It just didn't work out. That happens. Friendships, people are on similar paths. They walk together, and sometimes those paths separate. That's okay. We learned a lot from each other, and those friends that I'm losing are going to be in my heart. I don't want to forget them. I don't want to forget those experiences. So much of those experiences were positive and beautiful and incredible, and things that I had just never experienced in my life. So I can be mad, and I am, and I can be sad, and I am. I can still love them, which I do. That's never going to change. But those memories are whole. And for me, moving forward and going through this journey, is I'm choosing to remember some of the most incredible experiences I've had in my life, with those people, with my ex, with my friends, the harder parts of our relationship that made it end didn't define it. It didn't define who we were, and it didn't define our love for each other. It just defined the fact that we both needed help. I needed help. I needed therapy. He needs help. He needs therapy. We need to learn different things and different boundaries, and maybe other people will help teach us that, or maybe not. Who knows? We don't know. We just had to get off the exit. Now I'm in some unfamiliar city of life, trying to figure it out. And I'm going to meet new people and have new experiences that are going to teach me a little bit more. And that's kind of what the journey is about. So I want to keep my things positive. I want to keep my things going forward. But I'm going to cry and whine and be dramatic about it all first, like, and during, because that's what we do. And you know, it's let's see what happens from there. That's all I can say. Well, that's it for this morning, and I will let you know what's going on. We'll see you later.